Well, welcome to today's podcast, and I'm speaking with Nila, and we are in the beautiful island of Rimatara in the Austral Islands of French Polynesia. And this small little island is about 4 kilometers long, and it's very unique. It's a place where people are friendly, where people are very welcoming, and very few people come to visit this island. There's just about 2,000 people, I believe, on the island. Or no, 900. 900 people, yes. And it's a very quiet island, but it's surrounded by a very close reef that protects the island. And more than anything, it's home to some very friendly people. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
This podcast is sponsored by Aranui Adventures. For over 30 years, I've helped travelers experience the destinations highlighted in this podcast. To have an expert plan your next vacation, contact faranuiadventures.com or check out the show notes. Can you just tell me a little bit about what brought you to Rimatara and what it has to offer for the locals that live here?
Okay, so first of all, my husband is a native from the island, so that's why we moved from Bora Bora to here. Bora Bora is my island home. However, as we get married, so I have to follow my husband over here. The first reason. The second reason, we came here to live here for kids. Because the quality of the life here is much better than others island. I mean, here you have nature. You don't have like restriction. On the road, you don't have that much cars passing by. You have as well like fruits available anywhere.
So you can just live off the land, basically. You don't have to go to the grocery store to get your groceries. You just grow them
Absolutely.
on your own property or on your own farm.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. So we can live right here without job. So this is the high quality that we have here.
Yeah, and how is it for children growing up in the island? What do you notice different about Rimatara compared to Bora Bora, for example, when raising kids?
Raising kids here is easy. It's easier than my island home, which is Bora Bora, because first it's very dangerous. Is like we care much. Your close care about your kids over there. However, here everyone is family, so you won't like be scared to leave them away from you or from home, house.
Everyone looks out for each other, and
Absolutely.
yeah, that's wonderful. And now, I guess, kind of talking a little bit about visitors coming to the island. It's not a big island where there's lots of visitors can come at once, but little bits of visitors, or a couple of visitors at a time. There's, I think, 2 guest houses on the island.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like for someone that's coming here to visit.
So that's not easy to come over here because you have 2 ways to reach out this land, so Rimatara. And so you have the airport. So we have 2 flights per week. And regarding the boat, you come from Aranui, and they come twice a year. So that's not easy to have much visitors. However, there is 2 guest house, small hotel here, and they are very like very care about visitors because we don't have that much. People come here and visit our place, and they are really genuine.
Yeah. Very friendly, very genuine,
yeah.
and it just comes naturally to everyone here, I can see.
Right.
So what types of things do visitors do when they come to Rimatara?
Basically, I would say discover the land. So island tour must be done with all visitors just to get the look. And we don't have like a excursion or anything like that. But the better way to know deeply the people here is to go to the religious parties. You have dance show. You have as well like singing song. Yeah, right. And you have the Heiva as well, which is the festival party that's happened only once a year on
And what time of
July.
year is July?
Yeah, the July
So
is
they do their own Heiva festival
Right.
here? Okay.
and each village will prepare their dance
Yeah.
to go to the main village and demonstrate to everyone.
Is that a
everybody.
one-day event or is it multiple days?
It's on multiple days. It's happened like on 1 week. You have only the dance, and the next week you have only the
Singing?
and then the other is the cultural sports
Oh, okay.
like
Like lifting stones?
yeah, lifting stones or how do you say paddling as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Wonderful.
have many
Yeah.
program.
And I can see that it's a very simple life here in the islands. It's not very overly complicated, but it seems like it's something that you choose for your life, which is wonderful. And now there's one other thing too that some people don't realize, but there's some special birds here on this island, are there not? Can you tell me anything about that?
Absolutely. The things very unique here is our little bird, which is the ʻura. Ura, we call ura lorikeet as well, but we, the native here, we call this special bird the ura. Just to describe this ura, it's a little bird like that, and he has multiple colors, especially the red one on the belly from here to the belly. And it's very gorgeous colors on it. You have the purple, the green, the orange as well, and the blue, and the green.
Okay, all the colors it seems.
Yeah.
That's very colorful.
Like a rainbow.
So people come here to do a little bit of bird watching as well.
Absolutely.
And then is there any water activities on the island? I know the area that we're at, there's some small lagoons here.
Yes, absolutely. So over here we are lucky to have a small area where you can go underwater. There's only I would say activity that we do here as people living here. The fishing. Fishing is we can fishing here, and as well as the Rimatara is really like the seafood.
Okay.
Seafood. So mostly the woman here on the island has to go in the water to collect all the seafood and to share with the people here.
And what types of seafood are there? Just
You have rori, which is the sea cucumber.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, and you have the pahu as well. This is the beniti. I don't know how to say, but it's a little bit like it's a shell, with a little
Is it a clam?
tongue. Oh, yes, similar to the clam.
Okay.
It's very nice as well with the lemon.
Okay.
And you have as well the pupu. Pupu is the shell as well, but little bit just more like that.
Okay.
It's very nice as well.
Great. Well, it seems like you've got lots to offer
Yeah.
this area of the world. Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your island with us today. It's very fascinating to listen to why you chose to come here and raise a family. It's a beautiful place. We've spent just a couple hours here, but already we're falling in love with this island. It's wonderful. So thank you very much for sharing.
Maruru. Maruru.
Thanks for tuning in. Discover your next journey at faranawayadventures.com. Experience the world differently.